Let me also, again, appeal to them, to the Taiwanese people, to refrain from hurting or making our Filipino compatriots there as instrument of their anger. It does not sit well with anyone, and as the hosts for our Filipinos there, we would expect that they will be treated decently as we do treat their Taiwanese nationals here decently.
While Taiwan flexes its military muscles, Manila continues to investigate the fishermen's killing. The Philippines said its coast guards opened fire when the Taiwanese fishing boat tried to ram their vessel. Taipei denies that the fishing boat provoked the Philippine Coast Guard. Still to come on ATV's main news tonight. Dozens of residents of To Kwa Wan building evacuated after feeling it shake.
Barack Obama fires tax chief and pledges to get tough on tax agency after scandal targeting right-wing groups.
Welcome back. Dozens of people fled from their homes in To Kwa Wan this morning after they felt their building shake.
Work at a nearby MTR construction site has been halted while authorities investigate the incident. More than 50 people were evacuated from a 6-story building in To Kwa Wan this morning after panicked residents reported that they felt it shake. A section of Maidstone Road was sealed off to traffic as part of safety precautions. Footage recorded inside the home of a resident in a nearby building showed several objects moving. Emergency crews rushed to the scene at around 9:30 a.m. after several residents said they felt a tremor lasting about 10 minutes. This man, who lives on the 5th floor, said he saw water moving in the fish tank and lighting fixtures suspended from the ceiling swinging. He added that his family had never witnessed such a phenomenon in the 40 years that they've lived in the building and expressed concern about its safety following recent renovation work. After an inspection, Buildings Department officers deemed the building to be structurally safe and residents were allowed to return to their homes before noon. The building is close to a construction site of the MTRC's Sha Tin to Central rail link. Work at the site has been halted at the department's request. This worker played down fears that construction work would endanger nearby buildings, saying the project has been going on since the end of last year. The railway operator said monitors installed at the site showed nothing unusual this morning, but engineers were sent to investigate. America's top US tax official has been sacked in a scandal over the targeting of right-wing groups.
The move comes as the Obama administration tries to contain growing controversies that could undermine the president's second term in the White House.
US President Barack Obama came straight to the point in the uproar over the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. He said Acting Commissioner Steve Miller had been told to resign, and he had done so. The scandal stems from the IRS's overly aggressive conduct when assessing requests for tax-exempt status by groups linked with the conservative Tea Party movement.
It's inexcusable, and Americans have a right to be angry about it, and I am angry about it. I will not tolerate this kind of behavior in any agency, but especially in the IRS, given the power that it has and the reach that it has in all of our lives.
With congressional investigations into the scandal looming, Obama made a pledge.
I'll do everything in my power to make sure nothing like this happens again.
Obama's administration is also in hot water for seizing the phone records of the Associated Press news agency. Attorney General Eric Holder appeared before a House panel whose members were outraged over what they see as an infringement of press freedom. The Justice Department confiscated the phone records after AP published a story of a CIA operation that foiled an al-Qaeda bomb plot last year. Holder said the move was aimed at plugging a major security breach, but lawmakers were frustrated when the top law officer couldn't give them more details.
May I suggest that you go to the Truman Library and take a picture of this thing that he had on his desk that said the buck stops here? because we don't know where the buck stops. And I think to do adequate oversight, we better find out how this mess happened.
Although the White House is not directly implicated in the scandals, months of congressional investigations could derail Obama's agenda during his second and final term as U.S. president.
Time now for sports with Raymond Young.
And consolation for Chelsea.
Well, yes, they've won the Europa League. The London side were not able to defend the Champions League they won last year, but they made amends by securing the Europa League. Chelsea fans were elated after their team's Europa League triumph. The London side defeated Benfica of Portugal in the 10th final in Amsterdam. Second-half goals by Chelsea's Fernando Torres and Benfica's Oscar Cardoza made it 1-1 with 20 minutes left on the clock. The winner came in injury time. Branislav Ivanovic's header ensured that the trophy goes to Stamford Bridge. For interim manager Rafael Benitez, victory was extra sweet because he was despised by Chelsea fans. Benitez, who leaves the club at the end of the season, praised his players for overcoming the odds to win a European title for the second year running.
We won the Europa League with one striker, just one striker for every single game. I think that we managed with players with yellow cards, so if you put everything together, you will realize how difficult it was with a squad that was not too big today.
The defender whose goal gave Chelsea the title was named man of the match, but he was modest when he met reporters.
I think all the team and our staff and supporters and all the club deserve this trophy, and we are amazing happy about this.
As fans celebrate, Chelsea officials stepped up their search for a successor to Benitez. The smart money is on Real Madrid boss Jose Mourinho, who was known as the Special One during his earlier stint at Chelsea, which he led for 3 years until 2007. Also in sports, Iran beat the US in a wrestling exhibition bout in New York, and there have been a few shock exits at the tennis in Rome. Yes.
I kind of see an opportunity for...
The exhibition match was held to advocate retaining wrestling as an Olympic sport after officials announced it would be dropped in 2020. And look at the weather before we go. Under the influence of a trough of low pressure, Hong Kong had heavy rain and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Temperatures ranged between 24.7 and 30 degrees, while the relative humidity was between 79 and 92%. Winds were moderate to fresh coming in from the southwest. Let's check out the ultraviolet reading. The maximum recorded for the day was 4. And tomorrow's UV index will be around 8. Let's take a look at the weather in the region. Thundery showers in the afternoon brought over 20 millimeters of rain to parts of the New Territories. In Shatin, rainfall exceeded 40 millimeters. And moving on to the satellite images. The weather along the coast of Guangdong and the northern part of the South China Sea will remain poor because of the trough of low pressure. Here's what we can expect over the next few days. Showers and thunderstorms at first tomorrow, but brightening up during the day. Temperatures will range from 25 to 30 degrees. Sun intervals of showers on Saturday with a top temperature of 31 degrees, turning cloudy again with occasional heavy rain heading into next week. Now for tomorrow's air pollution levels. General stations will be low to medium at 15 to 50. Roadside pollution levels will be medium to high at 50 to 70. And finally, here's the weather around the world.
That's the main news for Thursday night. I'll be back with an update in an hour. I'm Edna Tse.
I'm Raymond Young.
And I'm Britton Clennett. Thanks for watching ATV. Good night.
Good night.
跟住落嚟係亞視普通話新聞。2013每週感動人物，好人好事一一呈現，用藝術舞出生命色彩。黃庭琳為同胞建橋築愛心，打破地域界限。葉慈恩與癌症病人同行，跨越黑暗幽谷， 周梅玉創造平價飯盒，讓愛溢滿社會。黎麗霞，中國人壽海外呈獻 ATV 2013感動香港每週人物推選，星期日晚11:50。
喺微博天下，掌握網上最 update 潮流熱話。
今日頭條每日為你搜羅網上熱門話題，緊貼社會，緊貼生活，走到最新最前。
網潮流同你尋找網上至 hit 時尚生活潮流，令你足不出戶都可以走在時代最尖端。700萬人的聲音，為你開設不一樣嘅發聲平台，大大小小嘅社會民生議題，你都可以有聲，齊齊發聲。